And that's basically me and Avinash and Ravi. We have founded this company, and the idea is to help students, help startups become successful with their careers, with their businesses. We collaborate with many industry experts to help you get the required support. As a part of that, we are also running a lot of, we are running incubator centers in different colleges, which we are finding extremely interesting and very, very, we have had a bunch of successful cohorts go through, some mentorship and guidance and even investment for that matter. So that's what we do at Coyolia. A little bit about my journey, and I really wanted to sort of give a little bit of more detail and the importance of knowledge and the importance of striving for knowledge, I think is what really is the right word. So I have about 30 plus 33, 34 years of experience. I am a computer engineer by trade, so I have a degree in engineering. I have worked for small and large companies. I have been a consultant to Prudential. Before that also I worked for a couple of small companies. Then I worked for Netflix. I worked for Microsoft, 18 years at Microsoft, and then I left Microsoft recently and started my own consulting. Now, what is important is, as I observe and as I sort of self-reflect on my journey. What really stands out is, I mean, one thing is I graduated from DY Patil College of Engineering, and this was like whatever 33, 34 years ago, right? At that time, this college was like nobody knew about this college. Today, okay, maybe a few people know about it because now it has also become a deemed university and things like that. But in those days, nobody knew where DY Patil College is. But what was important is that me and my friends, we never thought about it that we are in a small college and that nobody knows the college, and that we always thought about it. Hey, we are here, we are in this college, and we have to get knowledge, and we worked hard for it. We did all sorts of different projects. We took projects on ourselves. There were times when, for example, in the middle of my engineering, the university decided to switch uh, from Pascal to C. So all the exercises had to be done in Pascal. Suddenly they decided it's going to be done in C, and none of the professors knew what C language is all about. So me and my friends, we got together and we read up on C, and we actually taught our professors, what C is and how the C is different, how the C format is different. And it was an amazing experience for them, for us, a learning experience for us. Many examples I can give where I did crazy things to just learn. Editors, for example. All of us use editors. All of you use Notepad. All of you use Visual Studio. When I was young, I didn't know how editors work. How does this program work? And I was learning a language called COBOL. And no, I'm sure half of you don't even, or maybe most of you have never even heard of that word called COBOL. But this is a language of the 70s and the 80s, and I was learning COBOL, and COBOL had one very interesting this that it was very sort of formatted. Everything had to be in a format. Everything had to start at a column. The comment has to be starting in seventh column. The program has to start in the eighth column. The program statements have to start in the 12th column. And so in any editor you try to edit, you had to press a lot of spacebar to get to a particular column and start editing. It was very inefficient. So I thought, why not I make a editor for COBOL, right? And so I started making an editor, and I successfully made a full-fledged editor for COBOL. My aim was to learn how editors work, learn about data structures, learn about, hey, should I use a linked list? Should I use a linked list of arrays? Should I use a linked list of linked lists? What is more efficient? What is better? Now, here's the interesting part. I did all that, and I really learned a lot about data structures. 13 years from that point, I got an interview at Microsoft. And that interview was all about data structures. And I was able to crack it because my foundations on data structures were very strong. And I was able to answer all their questions. I got a job into Microsoft. So, it is doesn't matter what college, doesn't matter where you're coming from. It's all about knowledge. It's all about improving yourself, improving, learning, having a hunger to learn. That is all that counts, and that is what this session is all about. So, whatever you're going to learn today, whatever you're going to see today, ask a lot of questions, take a lot of notes. The idea of this courses or this particular session is not to get you a job or anything of that sort. The idea is to sort of open up horizons for you, so that you can focus on certain topics, go deeper into those topics. So take notes, ask questions, really go deep into it. So many resources are available today to learn. And again, in our days, we only relied on books. Today, we have so many different ways of learning something. So do that. Data and analytics is a fairly important topic. It is a hot topic today. I think the market is very hot for any kind of data related work, and so you should definitely focus on it. There are a lot of roles. It's not just about being a data scientist. There are data engineers, there are data scientists. There are analysts, data analysts, market related research analysts, and things like that. So there are many different roles that you can take. Some of them are actually not even very technical, but they are more about understanding data and the maths behind it. But it's a very interesting topic. So please, make the most of this session, and all the best to all of you. And I'll hand it over to Haja to take on and start the session. Thank you very much. Yes, Khaja, you can probably share your
Can you
screen
hear?
and
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Welcome everyone. I'm SK Khojamanudin. A small introduction about me is I'm a data analyst. I carry around 8 years of experience in data analytics. I started my journey as a MIS analyst, which is a very low level post in data analytics. Then I climb a ladder, one a step, like I move ahead to data analytics trainee in Young Innovation, which is a startup in Raichur, which works with the government backend office. Then I move ahead to Capgemini, and I became data analyst lead, where I worked for 2 years. I have worked with data scientists, data analytics, data engineers, and I have worked with cross-functional teams also, where I have learned more about data, how it works, why it works, when it will not work. Everything we will ask there, like everything is depend on why itself. Afterwards, after 2 years working in Capgemini, I started my own company, which is like for 2 years I worked at my own company. After that, I switched and joined Coyolia as a technical trainer. That's my brief introduction till now. So now we will start.
Khaja, can the poll that you gave, can we run that poll to understand the audience background?
Pardon?
Shall I run the poll for you to know the
Yeah.
audience background?
Yes.
Okay. So, hi everybody. We're just launching a small poll. You have to select what is most appropriate for you. This will help our trainer Khaja understand the background of the entire audience. I'm just launching the poll. Kindly quickly take a few seconds to respond.
I will wait till there is one poll so I can have an idea of what my crowd comes from. Everyone, please select what actually describe you. Like how familiar are you with data analytics? Okay, you can see some polls now. So some heard about it. Some have experience, some know the basic. Good. So I will take you from basic to what you need to become a data analyst. Okay, half of the crowd knows the basic of data analytics. Okay. So can everyone tell me what is data according to you? Like you can
You can type in
type
the chat window. You can message in the chat window.
So before we start, let me ask you a quick question. Like, have you ever wondered why Netflix always give exactly what you want to watch? Just think about it. Why it will always suggest you some shows which you actually like when you watch horror movies it will suggest you the horror movies which is basically of the same type or same heroes or the movies which you like to see. The data from our, yeah, yeah, that's because of data analytics. And you are already surrounded by it. Okay, like data, uh, what you are searching in your mobile, even on Google. Netflix is taking some of the cache memory. Okay, it's taking your some of the activities which you are doing on YouTube, Google, Chrome, or any browser which you are using in your mobile. Okay, it takes all the data from little data, not everything. It will take your data like search history and what time you have searched, and based on the new launches, new recommendation from the media present in Netflix, index present in Netflix, it will give you a suggestion. Okay. Otherwise, if the movie which you are searching is not present, then it will show you some relevant movies which may be old movies or in other language. It will show you the dub movies similar to it. So this is how Netflix work. Okay. What is data? Data is means information. Okay. Data is a raw information. Okay. Data is a raw. Okay. Yeah, everyone is correct. Huh. Data is something which is a raw information. It may be anything. We can do analytics on any data number. Okay, there is number, there is text, there is media. Numbers like marks, salary, or any train timings, everything comes under numbers. Okay, we can track it. We can see the marks of the students, and we can tell which student is good performing, good which is not, who we can work on a lot, who we can, which student we can work on. So using that data, student teachers can work on the students to improve the results and text name feedbacks and tweets, and we can see how what are the feedbacks we are getting, it is positive or negative. We can see the tweets, like we can see the news in tweets. We can just and add some keywords, like we can, when we want to see the news of Bangalore, just go to the tweets and search Bangalore, and you can see what's happening in the tweets. And we can run some algorithms to see what are the positive results, what are the negative results. Based on that same, we can see search the names of some actors here, actors or any, to see which what they are doing right now. That also come under the data itself. And using the data, we can create some information using the name of the person, and we can see the feedback of the movies. Using the names or feedback and tweet, we can check what's happening according to the news and all. Okay, and even media such as images, videos, and audios. It is also form of a data. Using that data, we can create an information. Yeah, think data as a raw ingredient. If you are making a cake, then the data ingredients which you use is a data. Example: flour, egg, sugar, and butter. Those are ingredients. When you use them in an or very organized way, then you can make a cake. So the ingredients is a data, and the cake which you're getting is an information. So that's what data is. Everything around us generating data. Even when you are using phone, when you are using Instagram, when you are scrolling down, when you are seeing a post, how much time you are on a post, it is getting recorded in your Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat where you are seeing that thing. So how long you are staring at it, are you zooming or not, everything is been monitored by these like Insta and WhatsApp, and not even the WhatsApp, Insta and Facebook. They are tracking the data, what you are doing with the data, what you are doing with the videos, which videos you are seeing, which videos you are skipping. So everything is getting recorded, everything is getting, what is say, they are doing some work on it. And when you open Instagram next time, they will show the videos which you have seen for longer time. So that is a data analytics, using your data, what you have done, using your past interactions also. Okay, that's kinda how data works, how you are generating the data, how machine is also working on your data. So what is data analytics? Hello, can you just type according to you what is data analytics?
Yeah, they'll have to type only, Kaja. Ask them to put it in the chat.
Yeah. So this is a process. So data analytics is a process where you will be collecting the data, cleaning the data, analyzing the data, and virtualizing the data to make a decision. Okay, let me break down in a human way, human language. So collecting data is to gather the data. You will gather data from different sources. Then cleaning a data means you will remove all the garbage, all the unwanted things, all the outliers. There will be some what do you say, blank spaces or some gibberish values. When the data is getting collected, then some people have put it some random values there. So when they don't have any idea of it, they will put anything there. So you will find some gibberish values, and you have to take care of all those things. Okay, then you will analyze. Analyze means to find the patterns, to check what I can find the patterns, what things are repeating in the customers or in the chart or in the table, what's happening, what's what the pattern is repeating. So we have to find the patterns. Then visualize. Visualize means to show the result. Okay, when you have collect the data and clean the data and you have find patterns, then you will try to create a chart based on the demographics, based on the location, based on the customer needs. So you will make a decision. Okay, so your visualizing is a result of your data analytics, from collecting to cleaning to analyzing and to visualizing, which means you have completed the data analytic process. and after visualizing you will get the result and you will decide what to do using that data. Example, let assume Netflix have around 250 million subscriber. Do you think someone sits there and manually decide what to recommend to you? Not right. Here something else happens. Okay, Netflix collects your data and what you have watched, how long you have watched it, have you completed that series or not, whether you have rated it, whether you have liked it or not, and when you have watched it. Based on all these things, Netflix will suggest you, like they will give you new series or new show, anything which you have watched before. So based on this, data analytics happen. And same in Amazon. You buy some products from Amazon and it will see what you have bought, how much you have bought. Like, I'm a new parent, so I have bought some baby products. It will suggest me like products which are related to my baby. Like once you have bought creams, once you have bought diapers, once you have bought some clothes. So there will be suggestions from Amazon like this only, based on what you have bought before. So this is my example, what Amazon refers to me to buy. And in business, let's say there is one shop which sold some dishes like 500 samosas or 500 sandwiches. Okay, but the sales dropped 1 month and it increased another. Why? So we have to use data analytics. So we'll see what type of sandwich or what type of samosa has been sold more, and we'll check what time of the day the people have ordered that product. And we notice by seeing the reviews from the customers on, maybe on Google Maps, on any website which we have posted our products. So we'll see people will like that and there is some, it is little bit spicy or something which people don't like. Then we can work on it and we can start like we can increase our sales from the next month. This is how we can use data analytics, and we can see what time and why and when. Everything will be, all the answers to the question will be there, presents there. So this is how business use data analytics. So we'll move ahead. So why data analytics is important? Okay, why should we care? Let me give you some whys for this thing. Okay, before data analytics, companies were guessing what we have to do with the data, and should we have should we launch this product or not, and I don't know what I have to do next. So everything was little bit complicated before data analytics. uh, so people were more on the guessing game, they don't know what to do, and there were lots of trends there. Sometimes they may work, they may not. So so we use data analytics now to make better decisions. Okay, we are not guessing now. This applies to your life too. Okay, instead of guessing what job pays better, you can analyze their salary data which is available on Glassdoor or Naukri.com. You can see, instead of guessing which area is good for you, you can just see the online data. Like when you want to move to a new city or move to a new place, you just see which place is good for you, all the amenities are there or not. So you can check online and you can do your data analytics, so you can um, be away from this guessing game, and you will make decision better using the data. Okay, second, why it save times. Okay, imagine a company with more than like thousands of employees. 20 years ago someone had manually counted the sales every day. Okay, it would take more than 10 hours to do that sales. Now a computer does the same work within 2 seconds, not those seconds, within a second. It will do all the calculations using data analytics. as we have automated reports and replace manual counting. And third why, okay, it improve business. This is a money reason. Data analytics directly increase the profits. How? It cut the cost by finding inefficient what inefficient things were there, and it increased the revenue by targeting the right customers. Based on your search, you will get the recommendation, right? Similarly, that's why you are increasing the profits. It will reduce the waste by guessing. Like people used to like prepare a lot of dishes before, and the dishes get waste in the business, so they have to throw it. Now using data analytics, you can make exactly how you much want it for the day, and it will improve the products by analyzing the customer feedbacks. You will get feedbacks and you will work on what you have good thing. So based on that, you will increase the profit margins. Next, why? We can predict the future trends, like we can focus sales, weather, and stocks. And this is my favorite thing. Using historical data, you can predict the future. Example, weather forecasting. Uh, like when we have to go outside, we can see before. Like when we are planning a trip, like for next week, we can see how weather is, what thing we have to carry. It is a cold, or it will be rainy, or it will be hot. We can find it before leaving the home, so we can do the preparation accordingly. And we can also see in COVID, we were tracking how many patients have been infected with the disease. So this is based on data analytics itself, and we can see how much like customers are churning or they are coming back. We can see when customers will leave us. When they don't have interest, they will leave. So based on the analytics, we can find customer churnings also. And data analytics might not be 100% accurate, but it's way better than the guessing. That's what. That's why we are using data analytics. And reason 5. Now analytics is being used everywhere, in healthcare by predicting the disease outbreaks, diagnosing patient conditions. We will use this data analytics, and in banking for fraud detection, and to see like any fraudulent transactions happening or not. And in sports, like which when the player should go, at what like in which in this pitch, how our players will play, how the bowling will be, how the batting will be. We can see this using data analytics. And governments also use data analytics, like planning infrastructure. When the population has been increased, they start making new buildings out of the city. So government is also using data analytics to create new infrastructure, new roads, or what facility they have to provide. And in agriculture, using data analytics, we can predict which crop yields more in what weather, and the soil data. We can use analytics from there, and we can create good crops for that region or that place or that time. So this is how data analytics is used in agriculture also. Mm, in 2025, there is zero industries which are not using data analytics right now. Even a grocery shops use it. So this is how important it is. Data analytics is equal to better decision, faster and cheaper, and it is more profitable. This is why every company wants someone who can do it. That's why data analytics is very important in these days. So we'll move to our next slide. Yeah, we can see it's a real time example using Zomato, Cricket Analytics, and Bank Fraud. Okay, when you order some food on Zomato, you will get estimated time, right? Like your food will be delivered in 28 minutes. They are not guessing or they are not doing anything. They are calculating restaurant location, your location, distance between you, and current traffic between your home and the restaurant, and they are tracking how much time that meal takes to prepare, and they will also track where the delivery person is. So he go to the restaurant, he collects that food, and he come back to your location. So everything happens in that 28 minutes. So, and they are also tracking the weather conditions also, whether the delivery boy will deliver you the product in the given time or not also. And they will see historical data from the delivery place to your location, from your restaurant to location. So how well they are good in delivering the products. So this is how Zomato calculates the delivery time estimates. Let's move to our next, cricket analytics. India team used like data analytics very heavily before every match. They will analyze opposition players using statistics, and they will look the pitch history, how the ball behaves on those pitches, and they will check for a weather forecast. They will see whether it will rain or not, and they will analyze using those patterns whether our team has winning or losing probabilities. So based on this, and they will create a structure of a team, and they will tell this player will go on at this time, first, second, third, and this player will bowl now, this player will next. So this is how they create a structure of batting and fielding teams. So this is what happens, and they will also check even for if we go batting first, then we'll send in this manner. If we go next in second inning, then we will use this pattern. So this is how cricket use analytics. And example 3, bank frauds. Your bank also process millions of transactions daily, and they can catch fraud by using data analytics. The system learns the customer usually spends 500 to 1000 daily in what is it, in Bangalore area, in Bangalore, and they will see on what things the customer is spending regularly. If there is any miss activity, like every day he's spending 500 to 1000, some days some transactions happened for 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees, then you will receive a call like, are you doing these transactions or not? So they will confirm. Okay, they will confirm your identity, then only they will approve that payment, otherwise they will deny it. Even the key is correct, everything is correct, if you don't tell that you have done that transaction, they will directly deny that transaction, and the money will get refunded to your account. This is how data analytics works in bank. So these are some of the real-time examples where we are using data analytics. So types of data analytics. So now here's where it gets interesting. There are 4 types of data analytics. Descriptive. We'll see what happened. Example, last month we have done some business around like 50. We have we have earned 50,000 by doing some online business, where 60% were the old customers who are coming back, and 40% were the new customers. By seeing this, we can describe what happened. Like, we have added new products, so new customers, old customers came and saw that new things and they bought. And by refer or by word of mouth from your old customer, the new customers also came and they bought some products from you. Okay. Diagnostic. What did happen? Example, your sales dropped this month. Then what will you see? You see there is a drop by 60% in your old customers. Customers complained about the products, like there is some quality issue or quality issue or something, quality issue itself. And what happened? You have changed the vendor from where you have bought the items. What will be the conclusion? So you will go back to your previous vendor where you were getting the goods at good quality. So this is what the diagnostic you have assumed. Then we'll go to predictive analysis. What will happen in the future? So based on data from past 6 months, we will keep the new vendors and old vendor details, and see what will happen in our next month sales. So this is where the cool thing happens. This is not just looking into the past, but we are also seeing the future, and we are forecasting our results. What will happen in our sales in our next months. So what is perspective analytics? Now here we will ask ourselves, what should we have to do to recover sales? We should revert to the old vendor, and we should offer some discounts here to get our customers back. And we have to increase the marketing so we can get our customer back, and we will be back in the business. So this is how the prescriptive works. First we will see what happened, why did it happen, what will happen next if you do some changes, and what should we do next. These are the types of data analytics we have to do when something goes off the chart. So this is how data analytics works. So descriptive means looking at yesterday's photo. Diagnostic means understanding why was what it was. Predictive means guessing what tomorrow look like. And prescriptive means planning what to do tomorrow based on the guess what we did today. So this is how most of the beginners starts with descriptive, then they move to the diagnostic, then predictive and perspective will happen, which require most of the advanced skills. But at the end of the course you will understand all these four things, how it will happen, how it works. Okay, you got it right. What is descriptive, diagnostic, predictive and perspective? Okay. So what is data analytics process? Every single data analytics project follow the same pattern and process. First, we are collecting the data. Okay, we will collect data from surveys, softwares, sensors, database and APIs. Surveys, we are asking the questions people. We are asking questions from people or anywhere, online, doing any Google forms, anything. So we will get data from surveys and softwares like apps tracking your behavior. Like there is one fitness app, it will track all the behavior, how much you walk, how much you sit, what time you walk, what time you eat. Everything is getting tracked by the softwares. And sensors like temperature sensor, traffic sensors, and even your wristbands have that blood, what to say, BP monitors, your pulse rate, everything is getting monitored by the sensors. And there are database also, like database from surveys, like census database from the existing records. And nowadays we can also collect data using APIs, by the data from other apps, from shopping apps, from local apps, any apps. You will get data from anywhere. So just you have to collect based on your need. After collecting the data, here's what we do. We do like cleaning. Like cleaning is the 80% of the work in data analytics. We will remove all the errors, duplicates, missing values, and we will remove inconsistent data, and we will remove outliers. Missing values means sometimes in the age column people have missed the age, or instead of age they have written their date of birth, date of year. So their age will be 25, they have given 2000. So it will be kinda outlier and it will be kinda error. Same duplicate. Sometime a single customer may have did that survey twice or thrice. So that is called also like a duplicate values. Then errors. This is what happened in this in age column. They may have to write their age. They may have put this their age date of year. So this is how they have made mistake, and that is impossible, right? So we have to remove that also. And outliers. Sometime a customer may have entered item bought 1,000 times. That may be not true, right? So this is also a wrong data. So we have to remove all that also. Then we have to analyze the data. First, in cleaning, we are fixing all the mess which is mess in the data, and making the data reliable. So we will clean data, remove all the things, and it will be ready to use. Then we'll push the data in a software, or you can do analyzing. Now you will look for a pattern, like you will use Python or SQL or any Excel or anything. Like first you will sort, you will arrange the values from highest to lowest. You will see what is the what is the youngest person in our data group. It might be 25. What is the oldest person in our data group, which might be 60. So this is our age range. So we have to find all the data all the ages between this only. If there is any other than this, there might be a possibility +5 or a -5, but not more than that. So we will do this filtering, and we'll find the patterns, and we will see aggregate the values. Like we will calculate group by weeks or total number of age, and we'll calculate the average, the percentage, and the trends what's happening in our data set, and we'll correlate the numbers in our data set. We'll see what does marketing spends, and what we have to do to increase our sales. We will see everything, where we have to spend more, where we have to spend less, on what campaigns we have to spend more, and what are our target audience. We have to find all those things. Then we will do our marketing. Then we will virtualize now. Instead of showing the numbers, we will show old customers are 60%, new customers are 40%, and we will create a bar chart. There will be two bar charts. I don't have that chart right now, otherwise sorry. So we can visualize using bar charts. We can create different type of reports using Looker, Power BI, Tableau. There are multiple platforms where you can do virtualizations. So this is how you will create a report. In this process, we'll spend most of our time in the cleaning, because that is very dirty part in the data. Okay, data analyst spends more than 80% of the time cleaning the dirty data, so they can analyze easily, and they will get a results which may be accurate. That might not be 100% accurate, but they will give you a proper result what you have to work on. So this is how data analytics process work. So we'll move to our next. So tools used in data analytics. So have you used Excel or Google Sheets or SQL? Yes or no? You can just type yes or no. Okay. Okay. Most of them, there are many yeses. Okay. So you know, right, how you can do all the stuff which I have told you in the previous slides. This one, cleaning the data and finding patterns to calculate average and see the trends that can be seen in the Google Sheets or Excel. So for those who don't know, you may have a question, what tool do I need to learn? So there are more than 47 tools in data analytics. Okay, you can start with 2 3. Here are those 2 3 tools. Okay, first you may learn Excel or Google Sheets, one of them is fine. Then you may move to SQL. This is essential for taking with like talking with the databases, like what you have to do in next step. It will be very easy. So this is the foundation. So first, you have to learn Excel. Why? Mean it is very simple and it's everywhere. Google Sheet or Excel, you may find anyone in your mobiles, in the laptops, or any device which we used. It's everywhere. And Excel and Google Sheet does 80% of the work which is required for data analytics, of what beginners need. Okay, not in advanced level, but in the beginner level you can do 80% of the work. And the next thing, it is completely free. Google Sheets are free. You can do all the operations of the data, everything can be done there. No need to buy some tools to do the data cleaning part. You can do it in your own local machine, and that too for free. And what you can do in this Excel, you can sort a data, arrange by highest to lowest or lowest to highest, and you can filter the data, shows only what you want. You can calculate sum, average, and percentages, and you can create a charts, and you can create a pivot tables. I will tell you honest truth. I have seen analysts with 10 years of experience who are masters of Excel. It's that powerful. Most of your early projects will be done in Excel only, and you will get a job just with an Excel skill. If you have a good Excel skill, then you are already a data analytics. You just need to use in a proper way. And SQL, it's a language to talk to a database. We can write a simple query like select name star. We can give a simple query and you will get all the records from the databases. Okay, this is how you can use Google Data Analytics, Google Sheets, and SQL to do a basic data analytics. And for advanced level, there are dashboards, by virtualizations. Like we can create dashboards by Power BI, Looker, Tableau Studio. So we can see the sales using dashboards, growth per year, everything can be seen in the virtualization. And to simplify that virtualization, we can use Python. Using pandas library, we can work on databases very easily. We have to write small scripts or small programs to work on the data. Let me share your screen for virtualizations in Python. Just a minute. So these are the small programs with the help of which you can handle the files. You can do file handling and you can store the data in the file using Python. So this is a command. You can run the command and you will see you have created a file using this command, file open data text, and you have wrote hello Python in the file and you have closed. And if you want to see the file, you can see here. See file. See, this is the data which you have created, and you can see we have wrote hello Python in the file. And if you want to add this thing, we'll open the nodes.txt as a file, and we'll write hello students and welcome to the Python file handling. And we can see file, see this output. When we run this thing, see it tells file created and text has been written. So we will go to this nodes file. So we can see hello students, welcome to the Python program, Python file handling. So this is how you can edit the data. We are writing the notes here, but if you want you can add the data here. In this line you can add anything, so that will be written in the file. Next, you can see by running this command you can print what's written in the file here only. No need to open the file. And with open notes as a file, we can see we have added this line here. This is the line added later. We have opened the notes file, which is this file, and here we are telling the program to write this line is added later. So we will run this program and you will see notes, the line is added later. So this line has came. So using this you can do the multiple functions. Here we are using this program to separate the lines. We are stripping the lines. Okay, if we do this, we have sorted. See, we have created in lines. Then next, here we'll ask the program to count how many words are there. So first we are opening the notes.txt as a file, then we are giving the value of text is file.read. Read means this is a function that will read what is there inside the file, and then we are splitting the file with respective words. So we are splitting the text and we are giving space, so the file will split by how many words are there. Then it will count how many words are there. So this is how our program will count the number of words, which is 12. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. 12 words are there. And we can see here we are doing the backup of our file. So notes.txt is taking as a source, then we are reading it as a content, then we with open means we are creating a new file, and destination is destination.write as content. We are naming that file as a backup.txt. So if I run this file, you may see there is one more file, and it will come here. See, we got a backup.txt. So this is a file is a copy of notes.txt. So this is how we can take a backup, and we will check, means we are checking for errors. So we are seeing if there is any non-existent file .txt in our folder, so we are seeing, and we are using a error handler, file not found error. So with the help of this we are tracking our file is there or not. And here we are adding the data to our file. So first we have created the student.csv with new line, and we are creating a first header here, name and marks, and then we are adding the data. So you can see a new file has been created with a name csv, students.csv. So you can see there is a table, and you are finding two records which we have added here, Sarah and Ayan. After that we are seeing, we can see this here. We are creating a new function, user input, and then we are creating a new file with the name user.log.txt, and as a log, and we are log.write. Whenever we press enter, it will write as a new line. See here, will run this program. See, first we will write, this is our program which is asking what do you want. We will write hi and enter. It will ask again, how are you? Then it will ask us continuously till I type exit or stop. So I will tell stop. Okay, I have to write exit only. So it will stop. Okay. So we have created new file here. You can see all the entries which we have done explicitly, not from a writer function. We have added a text explicitly. So this is one of the way you can add new text or new data to your file. So next we are splitting the file with respect to lines of words and characters. We are asking the file how many lines are there, how many words are there, how many characters are there. Once I run this, it will give us the output. So you can see there are 4 lines, there are 12 words, there are 75 characters. Using this analytics, we can check what is the size of our file. So we can have idea before passing the file. So this is how we do analytics on the text using Python. And we are doing file handling.
Hi, Kaja.
Yeah,
Do you want to give a little break here? I think it's been what,
yeah, I want to
half
take,
an hour? So, 1 hour actually.
yeah,
So shall we run a small survey to keep the audience a
yes,
little more
please.
Big evening. Somebody yes said yes also. So yeah. So I have a small survey for everybody, all those 40 people in the training now. I just want to understand how did you come across information about this program? Whether it was like LinkedIn or you got an email or maybe something else. Just want everybody to respond to that. I want to understand how you landed up at this classroom. Is my survey flashing on your mobile or laptop screen? Khaja?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, so it is visible to everybody then. I request almost everybody to respond to this so that we know how to again get back to you. How do we again keep you posted on the updates for next 4 days? Kindly go through the survey and respond to this. I see only 7 so far. Can we see more? Those who have not responded, can I kindly request them to? Okay, I think that 25% of response is good. I have another question for everybody. Very simple question again. People are, from our side, we are investing a lot of time and effort to help people get trained. And I really love, I'm loving to see so many people showing interest in this session. Just want to know how many are really looking at a free certificate, a downloadable, verifiable certificate at zero cost to everybody. There's no commercials involved in this. It's just doing a little bit of sharing of knowledge. Okay, just respond to this question on the screen. Respond to the survey, not in chat. Only 7 people out of 40 said they want one. They want a certificate. And I see a couple of people responding with a thumbs up or yes. Unable to respond to the poll. Survey is not supporting. Okay, I'll fix that. So you can respond in chat as well. Okay, I'll take, since most of the answers are yes, I'll take it for granted as yes. So the way to get a certificate generated after the end of this program is to go and register on amberglow.com. I'll share the link on the chat. Please bookmark this link in your browser, mobile or laptop and register for the program. I'll share that link as well. Because unless you are on the platform, unless you are on our Amber Glow platform, you'll not be able to, get the certification. But the advantage also, apart from certification, is if you are on our Amber Glow platform, and if you want to visit, revisit this entire training program, or let's say want to go through the video again, you will be able to find the what you call recorded link and then simply click on the link and watch their entire training again. So this will help you. This is a program link. Click on that, sign up with your Gmail or Facebook ID or any email ID will do. Just sign up and enroll. We are keeping every day morning and evening calls, to meetings, recorded copy there. The certificate gets generated only when you tick mark that view you have viewed all those videos, each as a step. You don't have to watch the entire video for you to tick mark. To some extent is also fine, but more than the certificate, this will be a place where you can go back and then watch the video whenever you want to. There's no membership fee or there is no limit as to for how many days you can watch. This is an unlimited access for everybody, completely free access. Okay. So kindly after this session, go to amberglow.com or go to the direct link that I shared and sign up for the free enrollment to this course. Yeah, go ahead, Khaja. I'm sorry I had to take a pause here for you.
Thank you. Very good. Yeah. So I'm sharing screen again. So you have seen right what happens in Python, how we will write data using file handling. So just a second. Yeah, this is an example of Excel. Like you can use simple student data for analysis. In this demo, we will transforms. Like we can use sorting for to rank the students who are top, who have scored very less. We can use filter to show only top 4 performers. We can calculate the average, what is the average score of the class, and we can visualize, like we can see the charts like this. And in SQL, what does this query do? Do you have any idea? Students can just type me what it will give the result. You can type in the chat. Yeah, it will show, but it will show only the top 5 students based on their marks. Okay, it will show toppers only, like 99%, 98%, 96, 95, 94, something like that. So this query will, we are asking name and marks from the database. The name of the database is students, and we are ordering that database marks in descending order. Means that highest will be above and the lowest will be below, and we are limiting it to 5. So we are getting top 5 students in the class using this SQL query. And in dashboard like this, like a 10, not 10, or even 5 years ago, not like in 2015, 26, 10 years ago, we used to create this kind of dashboards in Excel. But for this kind of graphics and all, it would take around 5-6 days. But now we can do this within just a clicks, and AI also helping us to create dashboard like this very easily, right? So now dashboards are very easy, and they help us to consolidate the complex data into a single view, a single screen. We can see key metrics like the top sales, profits, and sales by month, sales by year, and we can see insights, and we can make decision using that insights. It will help us. Yeah, this is how we can use visualization in using our data. Let's move ahead to who can become a data analyst. Here is a question more people ask me more, like what, do I need to be a genius in mathematics or do I need to a coding expert? So my short answer is no. Long answer is hell no. you need like requirement number one is you need a logical thinking. Data is logical. So first rule to follow is if you can think logically, you are good. Then example of logical thinking. Then if a product sells better in summer, should I stock more in summer? Like Nimu Pani will sell more in summer. So you can stock more and you can sell more in summer. That's a basic analysis. Okay. And if a customer from Delhi spend more spend more on the product than other customer, and the customer from Mumbai spend less than other customer, whom you will target? Delhi customer, right? So this is a basic logical thinking analytics. So this is how a logical thinking comes place. Yeah, data analytics is not a rocket science. This is a common sense to approach a problem. Requirement number two, basic maths, like average, sum of all values divided by the number of values. This everyone knows, right? Like average of 10 number, like average of your marks as like there are 6 subjects, you will add all six some numbers and divide by 6, you will get percentage of your marks. So this is average, percentage, sums means sum of all numbers. So this is a basic maths you required to do analytics. Yeah, that's like 90% of the work you will do in data analytics for a beginner way. Okay, no calculus is required, no trigonometry is required, no differential equations required, just math you learn in 7th or 8th grade. That is enough. Third thing is curiosity. This is the most important thing to do in data analytics. A good data analytics analyst asks questions. Why did sale drops? First logical question. Which customer segment is more profitable? Delhi wala hai ya Mumbai wala hai? And is there a pattern here to work on? We have to find the patterns. And what if we change this? अगर हम ये change करें तो कुछ outcome आएगा क्या? What if we change the vendor? We have seen in the previous example where a business have changed the vendor and they gone into losses because the quality of the product which the new vendor has given was not good. So this is how we will change the vendors, we'll change some of the conditions to check does it impact us in a good way or a bad way. So we can learn and we can do changes and we'll talk on that. Okay, so curiosity is the most important thing in the data analytics. You should ask why. Then only you will get an answer and then only you will find the patterns. So you can think, oh, that's why this is working or that's why this is not working. Yeah. Now fourth thing is willingness to learn. This is most important thing. Every year the tools are getting changed. Python is getting updated, Excel is getting updated. You have to learn, you have to find what tool is good for you. Yeah, you can't know everything. Like there are new tools every 6 months. Like now ChatGPT is coming, it is getting updated. Initially it was 3.5 where it was doing some good reasoning and it was writing essays. Then 3.5 came, it did little bit of arithmetic operations for you. And then in ChatGPT 4, ChatGPT 4 was it was doing all the tasks which a normal person was able to do. Then after ChatGPT 4.5 version, it was writing code, it was writing content in a good way, it was able to generate codes for your website, it was doing more things, right? So technology is getting updated on a regular basis, so you have to learn on a regular basis, so you will be on a right track, otherwise you will be left behind and you will be outdated. So learning is a very important thing in the data analytics. So you have to pick a new tool and check whether this tool will work or not for me. So Here is one myth: you need to be a coding genius for a data analyst. Here the thing is, you just need to be curious of the data, and you have to think logical. That's what required in the data analytics. If you want to go to data engineer role or data scientist role, then coding is required, algorithms are required, this what you say, then learning of different tools, MLOps will come, multiple things will come. So at that time you have to learn different things, like you should learn maths, you should learn statistics, you should learn coding, Python. If you want to move to more technical terms like data engineering, data scientist, that time you have to learn. But for data analyst, these things are more than enough at the given time. Yeah, I'm not telling that every data analyst should not write a code. Some data analysts write code like me. I do some coding part, I do some research part, I do all the things because my profile is like mixture of data analyst and data scientist, and I'm into a generative AI. So I do all the coding part, all the logical thinking part, some of mathematical things also. So that's what my profile is, but that is not required for data analyst things. So to become a data analyst, you should have a good common sense, basic math skill, curious to learn new things, and willing to learn new tools and what comes. And here, age doesn't matter, and your background doesn't matter. You may be from MBA, you may be from BCA, you may be from any background. You can become a data analyst. Whether you have studied science, commerce, arts, nothing matter here. Here, your willingness to learn, that's only thing which is matter. Yeah, we'll go to next thing. Career paths. So, data analyst. Everyone has learned what data analyst does. They clean data, they find patterns, they create reports, and they answer business questions. Okay, these are the important things what data analysts do in the regular work. If you wanna be a business analyst, then you should have more things toward business. And coming back to data analyst, skills required are Excel or Google Sheets, or and basic knowledge of mathematics and SQL, and basic of virtualization also required. These are the 4-5 things which are must in your checklist. You have to learn this. Basic of these things are enough to get a basic data analyst job. And if you are a beginner or a fresher in data analytics job role, you may fetch a job like with a package of 3 to 5 LPA initial 2-3 years. When you get some experience, then you may have a job of 8 to 10 LPA, and when you have 6 plus of experience, then you may fetch a job of 15 to 30 LPA. So based on your experience, based on your knowledge, the package will differ. There is part 2. Business analyst. What they do is they understand business needs and they translate them into data questions, and they bridge the gap between business and analytics. For them, Excel is required, SQL is required, and communications must have. They are the front lead people, those who talk with customers, and they will give the feedback to data analyst, and they will give all the reports, and they will tell what the customer is asking, what they need, and the data analyst will work on that, and the data analyst will give the report to business analyst, and business analyst will convey your reports and give back to the customers. They will do the same work as a data analyst, but they will be more towards the communication side, where they have to talk with the customers. And this is best for the people like who like to talk more and who want to work with different type of people. So this business analyst job is for the people who are good in communication apart from the technical skills. And virtual agent specialists, or we call them as BA developers, business intelligence developer. What they do, they create dashboards, they design virtualizations, and they make beautiful and understandable dashboards so people can see and they get an instant insights, instant information from the dashboards. Here BA developers use Tableau, Power BI or Looker, and SQL is good to have for them, and they should be good in designing part. Yeah, these people are these people are very good with analytics, and they are creative, so they can create a different types of dashboards. And come to a data let's come to the data engineer part. These are the people who build systems to store and manage data. They create data pipelines and they optimize the data sets and databases. They will do all the optimization part, everything is done by them only. For them, the skills required are Python, it's must have for them, and SQL, it's must have for them. And they will work on system design, how to store data, which software do we need to use. Everything is what do you say, done by data engineers only. And here they are very high in demand, and their average salary after 5 plus years of experience will be 50 lakh plus. And this is very good for people who love coding and system designing. And my recommendation for data analyst is, first you have to learn Excel. Not only just adding the data to the rows and columns, you should be able to do basic what do you say, all the operations which I told, aggregation, operations on the data, cleaning the data. You should do all those things. You should tell, like you should be focused on the data, and you should master Power BI or Tableau or any BI, business intelligence. And if you want to code more, then you can become a data analyst. Being a data analyst, you have to code more and you have to learn what is happening in the data science side. So you have to add only Python and little bit of AI. So, and you should be good with some ML models like linear algorithms and predictive modeling. You should do some modeling, then you will be good to be a data scientist from data analyst. But you have to learn more. And the beautiful part is, all this path pays very well, and all these things are in very demand, and all this path can be started from Excel and SQL itself. We don't need very fancy tools name. We have to start from basics, but we have to be 100% sure about what we are doing, then only we can move ahead. Yeah. These are the salaries in India. For beginner is 3 to 7, intermediate is 6 to 15, and senior is 15 to 30 LPA. Learning roadmap is like, first you have to start with Excel. In Excel you have to be like good with VLOOKUPs and pivots, and in SQL you should be good with basic queries. Like SQL fundamentals should be your SQL fundamentals should be very good. Then your virtualization in Power BI or Tableau or Looker should be very good. And for projects, if you go to Kaggle, you may find different data sets. Just use those data set and create something by yourself, like create some charts, create some do some operations on those data sets. And you have to create your own portfolio, your resume to get a job. This is how you have to learn. These are 5 important steps to get a job. Or in Excel, and try like tracking your own expenses, like how much I'm spending daily, on what products I'm spending daily. Subah उठे, we will go for, like, people like me go for a tea somewhere with friends and have some tea and some snacks every morning. So I can track it down. I've gone for tea and then breakfast, and I bought some snacks, and I went for some places, and my petrol expenses was this much. You have to track all your expenses, and you can create your own data sets, and you can see where I am spending more, where I have to cut it down, on what parts I have to, what do you say, become, no, I have not to spend. You can take all your data and you can start working on your data. You can analyze and you can see what you did, how much you spent on food, traveling expenses, and miscellaneous expenses. You can see and you can have an idea. And in SQL, take that data and SQL, make some categories like food, travel, or miscellaneous, or essential, something like that, or medicines. You can make 5 categories and you can run queries and you can see where you are spending, why you are spending, and take same data to Power BI, and you can create a charts, and you can see on what location and what time you have spent more. You can do this kind of experiments, and you can be a data analyst very easily, working on yourself itself, not on any other random data sets. And you can use same data set to create some projects, and you can use that same project and keep keep in your resume, and you can explain that project what you did on yourself, and you can tell what is the interviewer, any or some people who are taking your interview, how you have managed to cut down your expenses, or improve your financial financial thing. So you can do some experiments and work on yourself. This is how you have to learn.
So having given some background as to what kind of skill set is required for such which role, shall we do a small survey,
Yes.
Khaja,
Yeah.
asking people as to what kind of role they are aspiring to be in?
Yes, we can.
So this is a simple question. Kindly request all participants to respond to this. Can we get a little more responses? May I also tell everybody this is a totally anonymous feedback. We don't know. You can see, name is not recorded. Only results are showed. So we don't know who is responding, with what option.
Yes. You can see 10 people have,
You're-
we have 10 responses.
okay. Okay. Sounds good. So I think most of them are preferring to learn Excel and SQL and then do some data analysis, Power BI or things like that. Good to see. Yeah, go ahead, Khaja. What do you?
So this is a roadmap which we have to follow to get our first data analytics job. Total time you can take is like 3 months. In 3 months, you can practice these tools and you can get some experience, and you can be expert in this. How much investment is required? Everything is free on YouTube. If you want some help from the mentors, you may have to pay a little bit, like small fees, like some Coursera, they are charging 3,000 rupees. And if you want to do by yourself, then YouTube is free. You can get everything from YouTube. You will get a job within 3 months. And if you don't get your job, then there is lacking in your preparation. That's what I can say. So this is a mini activity. Everyone, can you just take a screenshot? So we will talk on this tomorrow for 5 minutes. Everyone take a screenshot for this, and let's create a table for 5 people. Just we'll keep 3 columns. Okay, name, age and marks. We'll calculate the average marks of the people. We'll sort highest to lowest. Bonus if you can make a bar chart. Okay, this is a very basic activity you can do by yourself. You can use Excel, you can use SQL, you can use Python, anything you want. Just take a screenshot, or I will take a screenshot and I will put in a chat. You can use this. Everyone can work on it and just send what do you say, reply in the same chat, or send the reply on the email.
While they are making a screenshot, speaking of tools, Kaja, I'm just launching another survey that you wanted us to understand, which will drive the next sessions. So question for everybody is, which tool would you like to master first? Microsoft Excel or SQL, Power BI, Tableau, or Python? This will give a very fair idea to trainer Khaja to customize the training for next 4 5 days.
You have to vote.
Please
Don't like
respond to this query.
respond to the polls.
Okay, how much time have we left with Khaja?
Hardly it will take 5 minutes or 10 minutes like that.
Okay. Let me know once you're done. I just
Okay.
will take another 60 seconds max after that.
Okay. You have to select in poll, don't write. So we have a tie between Power BI and MS Excel. Excellent sheets.
Both belong to Microsoft anyway.
Yeah. Power BI and Tableau are same, sir. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to understand tool level preference.
Okay.
Okay, then I think let's move on, Khaja, to next stage.
Yeah.
It looks like we lost Khaja from the connection. While he comes back, until he comes back, I mean, wanted to request everybody in the call, and then to yeah,
Hello.
Khaja is back.
Yeah. I don't know what I got out of the room.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm sharing my screen back. Yeah. So here is a summary. What is data analytics? Data analytics is like we are making decision.
Hey Aditya, you there on the call?
Yes, I'm on the call.
Do you have the last slide that Khaja is trying to use? If you
Yes,
have,
I do
please
have.
share.
Yeah,
See
I'll
if you
share
can
it. Just,
share it. We can summarize on his behalf.
yes. Give me one.
So while Aditya or Khaja come back, request everybody to keep attending this next 4 days program from tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will be day 2 of cloud training, AWS training by Aditya at 11 to from 11 to 12. Khaja will take data analytics trainings from same 3:30 to 5:30. We may conclude a little earlier, but we request everybody to keep coming. Today it was largely an intro session, so it's more like a warm up in terms of the content interest being in very interesting, or in terms of the depth of the content. Tomorrow onwards, it is going to be very focused, very specific set of topics to be covered both by Khaja and Nitya. Also request you to share the link, meeting link that you have with your friends, everybody, anybody and everybody. There is no limit as to how many people can join this meeting, and we are absolutely not interested in anything beyond their email ID. We are not trying to reach out to them by email or asking them to again, share any personal information. This is pure sharing of knowledge from Coyolia Technologies to students or working professionals or anybody for that matter. Share this link with people in your network, in your classroom groups or college groups or your friends groups, and help people come and join this course and learn from our what you call sessions. Second thing, our website amberglow.com, that is where you have to register if you really want a certificate, auto generated verifiable certificate from our company by end of this program. So please make sure that you register on that website. Okay, so that much from my end. Let Khaja conclude this training. Over to you, Khaja.
Thank you. So everything is done.
Yeah,
So is screen visible?
not yet.
I've shared. Yeah. So this is a summary of what we actually did today. So what is data analytics? We are making decisions using the data. There is a data analytics, and it is used in every industry like food, tech, banking. What is the process for data analytics? We will collect the data, clean the data, analyze the data, and virtualize. And simple, we'll start with Excel, then we will use SQL, and then we'll work using Power BI. Okay, then we have saw what jobs we are getting after doing this data analytics, and all the things what will happen, on what career path, what we will get to be. Like for data analytics, we need Excel and SQL, little bit of Python. Then for like for data engineer, we need little bit of to be stronger on the technical side. Like Python is required, SQL is required, and little bit of MLOps is required. And there is like business intelligence experts, like BI developers. They will work with virtualization part, and they will create a beautiful and good looking dashboards that will tell a story without seeing a data set. And there is one like we have like business analyst one who will take the data from customers, and they will give us a requirement, and they will translate the technical language to the normal language to the customers, and normal language to the technical language to the developers. That's the work of business analysts. So these are some different career paths which you can take and grow in your career. So this is it from my side. Do you have any questions? Then please ask.
We have to unmute everybody, so I'll allow that. Then people can question. Let me give mic access to everybody.
Or
In
just
the
they can
session.
just park a question in chat. I will respond. It will be a chaos if we let everyone to speak.
That's okay. I mean, good chaos sometimes. So I have allowed camera as well as mic for anybody and everybody. So if anybody has any question, unmute yourself and please feel free to ask Khaja. We can continue this session for another 5 minutes for Q&A. Or if you want, you can type the question in the chat as well. So Khaja, while people are deliberating on what to ask, do you want to also tell what you're going to cover tomorrow? A little bit of a teaser kind of information what tomorrow will entail for them in terms of learning.
Tomorrow we'll learn what is Excel and what is Google Sheets, how this tool will help in data analytics, and how we can get started with this.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, this is
So
a teaser for tomorrow. How we can organize, how we can do the evaluation, what interface we will use. Everything will be can be done tomorrow. As
great,
everyone has voted for Excel, so we will work on Excel.
great, great. Thanks a lot, everybody. If anybody has any question, they can ask. Otherwise, we can wrap up this meeting. See you again tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock in the other meeting link. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.